Welcome to BIMS TV. I'm Alexis Cooper, and this is BIMS Bites. And today, I'll be biting into the mudskipper. Mudskippers are part of the Oxydarcidae family and reside in the Indo-Pacific Ocean. Mudskippers can be found in mangroves, estuaries, and tidal mudflats. Mudskippers are known as an amphibious fish, which is an animal that can live in water but also on land. There are 32 living species of mudskippers, and they vary in sizes between 2 inches, like the dwarf mudskipper, to 11 inches, like the giant mudskipper. Mudskippers have a multitude of adaptations, but their most interesting are their breathing methods. Like any other fish, mudskippers' first breathing method is with their gills. Whenever water passes through their gills, mudskippers will extract the oxygen from it in order to breathe. Secondly, mudskippers use cutaneous respiration, which is more commonly known to be used with amphibians. Mudskippers will pull oxygen through their skin, mouths, and throat. In order to do this, they must stay wet. So mudskippers will be seen rolling around in mud. And lastly, water bubbles. Mudskippers will hold water within their cheeks and pull oxygen from the water to their gills. Mudskippers also have eyes that protrude from the top of their head, much like some frogs. Their eyes are independently rotating, and they can see in all directions at all angles. This allows them to seek out prey and also hide from predators. If their eyes ever dry out, mudskippers can blink and their eyes will retract into their head into a pool of liquid. Mudskippers can also see better on land than in water. For movement, mudskippers use their strong pectoral fins to pull them forward through mud, and also they can climb across rocks and trees. Mudskippers also attract mates by using their strong bodies to push themselves and launch themselves into the air. They can also use the dots on their body, and some dots include white, red, blue, and green. In order to eat, mudskippers will fling their bodies across the mud and suck up insects like a vacuum. Mudskippers have the behavior of creating burrows in order to stay cool from the sun and to hide from predators. In order to create these burrows, the mudskipper will take chunks of mud with its mouth and spit them out in a different direction. This can take a long time and be a tedious task. So the mudskipper is highly territorial of these burrows. Any mudskipper that comes close to their burrow, they can be seen with their mouths gaping open, slapping into each other, and making a guttural cry until one concedes defeat and goes away. Mudskippers are also known as an indicator species. Indicator species are species whose status provides information on the overall condition of the ecosystem and other species within it. They reflect the quality and changes in environmental conditions, as well as aspects of the community composition. Since mudskippers use cutaneous respiration, their bodies can be very vulnerable to changes in water, air, and mud. So if the mudskippers were to get sick or die off, we would know that there may be a change in the water, air, or composition of the mud that needs to be fixed. We must remember not to overfish mudskippers, because though they are a good source of food for us, they are also a good source of food for bigger fish and waterfowl. We also must remember that everything is connected, and the loss of one animal can make a chain reaction of the loss or increase of another. This is Alexis Cooper, signing off. Feel free to contact me with any questions. My email address is alexiscooper2061@gmail.com, and my Instagram handle is @aquaticalexis. Thanks for tuning in. Please follow, like, and subscribe.